containers and storage. In this lesson, we will be learning about containers and storage. In particular, we will learn about the different types of containers, how to seal containers, and how to label and store them. Types of containers. There are many different types of containers in a bar, but the main ones are the small metal garnish tray, often used to hold herbs. The larger metal tray. These are used for small ingredients like strawberries and lime wedges. Glass jars. These are used to hold things like syrups or liquids. And plastic containers. These hold things like nuts, sugars, teas, and anything that requires a lid. Now let's look at the importance of sealing containers. When it comes to keeping any food items and ingredients fresh, the best way to do this is to keep them in containers with lids. This is because a lid stops any excess oxygen from making its way into the container and speeding up the aging process of the ingredient. If your garnish trays or containers don't have lids, an alternative is to seal them tightly with cling film, as this will also stop any excess oxygen making its way into the container. Another important reason for sealing off your containers and garnish trays is to prevent odors or smells outside of the container from coming into contact with the ingredients and contaminating them. This means that sealing off your containers not only keeps the ingredients fresher for longer, but also helps them to keep their flavor from being changed by other odors. Lastly, let's look at labeling and storage. One of the best ways to organize your ingredients and garnishes is to label your containers according to their contents. This way, when service is busy, you won't have to waste time pulling each container out of the fridge and looking inside it, only to find that it's not what you're looking for. Rather, you'll be able to see what you're looking for immediately and get it first time. It is also brilliant organization to group similar items like fresh fruit, herbs, spices, sugars, liquids, nuts, and vegetables in the same areas as each other. For example, keep all your fresh fruit garnishes on the left-hand side of the top shelf and your fresh vegetable garnishes on the right-hand side of the top shelf. This way, you can then communicate to all your colleagues where they are so that it becomes a standard. In other words, everybody will always know where to find the fresh fruit and vegetable garnishes when they need them. This brings us to the end of the lesson on containers and storage, a very important one indeed when it comes to a bar. Well done, and enjoy putting what you've learnt into practice.